Greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or in my case, good night. It's 12 minutes to 1 in the morning, so if I can't think of anything witty or quippy to open a video up, that's why. So, anyways, hope you're having a wonderful, happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a Happy Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate this time of year. And, I just want to wish you folks a Happy New Year, all the best. Hope 2015 turns out better than 2014. And that's as much of an inspirational holiday message as you're going to get from me, especially in this time of day. So, so anyways, this is the final pickup video for 2014. And quite a bit of stuff, actually. Anyways, might as well get it out of the way, since, so, yeah, this is a Sega's 32X, Genesis 32X. It comes with the little wire that you hook up to the back of your Genesis. And also, yeah, obviously, I don't have it on here, but it did come with the adapter. Yeah, it's the mushroom thing you put on the Genesis. And you plug a second power adapter, and it plays a bunch of games. I actually tried it out, I played with it for a bit, actually. It works wonderfully, works beautifully. Can't really complain. And, it did come up with a few games, about 9 games, so, I'm off to a good start, more or less. So, yeah, let's, go through these, rather quickly. 9 games that came with this 32X unit, so yeah, so we'll start off with Star Wars Arcade, which I've been playing with a bit. Not a bad game. Nice little adaptation of a Star Wars arcade game that I've never heard of. Next up we got Doom. Not a bad version of the game, actually. Not a whole lot of levels, not a whole lot of stuff, but, you can't go wrong. It, runs at a decent pace, plays well. More than what I could say for the Super Nintendo version, but that one came in a red cart, so I can't really complain. Anyways, Shadow Squadron. Kind of curious about this. Apparently, there's some good. Apparently, it's supposed to be a good game, much like the arcade one, but I don't know. Haven't tried it yet, so kind of curious to see how that turns out. Knuckles Chaotix. It's another one. Haven't really tried. I've heard of it, but some people liked it, some people really don't, or something. But we'll see for myself. Metalhead. I know very little about this game. And this is all stuff that came with the 32X, so, one way or another, can't really complain. Virtua Racing Deluxe, there we go. What's so deluxe about this? I don't know. Presumably, it doesn't come in a huge-ass cartridge. This is the Genesis version of Virtua Racing, the one that has the special SVP technology. Used to cost $100 to buy this brand spanking new way back when. I got it for about $3-4. Probably less than that, as far as I can tell. Next up, we got Virtua Fighter. For the 32X. Motocross Championship. Might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, who knows. And finally, especially this might be familiar to anyone who's followed the classic Game Room series, Cosmic Carnage. So, I'll be able to find out whether this game really is all that and a bag of potato chips. I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Anyways, so there's your stack of 32X games. I could end it right there, but I've actually got a few more stuff. Anyways. Yeah, might as well get this out of the way. Speaking of Plain Jane Genesis, we got Lotus 2 Rex. R-E-C-S. Actually, I've been playing with this one. It's not a bad game, actually. Nice little racer, nice and smooth. Probably not saying a whole lot more than I should, but yeah. I've only been playing around with it for a bit, so not much to say. Got a couple of Atari games. First off, for the 2600, we got Warlords. I'm not quite sure, but I think I might have got this before. This could be who knows? I might have to double check. If I have a copy, then I could use that for a paperweight. If I don't, I got a copy of Warlords at least. Anyways, next up, Street Racers for the 2600, and both games use the paddle controller. I could always use more of those. Speaking of something I could use more of, Food Fight for the Atari 7800. I'd always use more 7800 games. So here's another one, Ball Blazer. Heard good things about this game, and I hope there's truth to it, because this is a Super Game cartridge. And the last time I played a Super Game cartridge on the Atari 7800, it was a piece of shit. But yeah, got 2 Atari 7800 games. Those are hard to come by, around these parts, so kind of happy to find that. For Sega CD, we got Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is apparently supposed to be pretty abysmal, but I don't know, we'll see. Haven't really tried it yet, but should be fun, I guess. Next up, also for the Sega CD, we got Eternal Champions Challenge from the Dark Side. I don't recall if this is a remake or an upgrade or a sequel to the Genesis game, Eternal Champions. They only made one. Yeah, definitely late at night. And finally, about 3 Saturn games. Got MechWarrior 2, 31st Century Combat. I figure why not. We got Criticom, which is apparently a fighting game of some kind. And finally, because why not, Virtua Racing. Because why the fuck not? Anyways. So those are my meager pickups for 2014, the month of December. And all in all, quite a few finds, quite a few good finds actually. Yeah, that's all I really got. So actually, I do want to show you one other thing though. Alright, so this is the Genesis CDX, which is a combination Sega Genesis and Sega CD unit, which means it only uses one power adapter. And sitting on top of it is the Genesis 32X add-on module, which is an additional power adapter. Yes, this works with the CDX just fine, which means you only need 2 power adapters instead of 3, and it looks absolutely horrible. For anyone who thinks that this looks hideous on a Genesis Mark II or an original model Genesis, it looks it's it's not the most appealing thing to look at. I'll tell you that right now, but it works. That's all I could really ask for, and that's all that really needs to be said. So, Happy New Year, everybody.